So I just got the brand new Steam Deck OLED for Christmas, and I wasn't really planning to or even think I even would. Here are the 11 reasons why I ended up getting it, including what was the deal breaker for me. So let's dive straight in, and the first reason why I ended up getting the Steam Deck OLED is 2 unexpected events happened that made it financially possible to do so. The first is realising that my Steam Deck LCD I bought earlier this year in March 2023 was just sat around collecting dust after getting the incredible ROG Ally a few months later at launch on June 13th. Here in the UK we have an amazing shop called CEX where we can trade in or sell unwanted devices, so I sold my 512GB model here for just over £200. I was gutted though, as if I would have sold to CEX before the Steam Deck OLED was announced, then I would have got an extra £100 more for it because it dropped massively in cash value. And I also know I would have got more selling it myself on eBay, but it was just so much easier and less hassle to go to CEX. The second was I got a £200 refund from my Pulse Explore earbuds that I didn't intend to after I returned them for reasons I'm going to cover in an upcoming video. So both of these went a long way in covering most of the cost of the new Steam Deck OLED. And in the next video I'm going to explain my reasons why I got the 512GB version instead of the higher 1TB model that you do not want to miss. So make sure you're subscribed and enable notifications if you're new to the channel, and like if you're enjoying this, because you guys are awesome. The second reason why I got the Steam Deck OLED is that, like many of you I'm sure who work hard during the year, it's always nice to open something on Christmas Day. And which is why, after having most of the money available as just discussed, I hastily ordered the OLED a week before the 25th of December and it arrived on the 23rd, just in time for you. This also made me realise just how smart Valve are in releasing the OLED just before the holidays, which is a fantastic time for us gamers to get our new product fix. At 3 is because you amazing viewers voted for me to get it, with the majority 60% on a recent poll on our community tab saying that yes, go for it. I'm sure many of you know that I do a daily poll right here on the channel, and I'm absolutely fascinated by all of your votes, amazing insights, comments, opinions and advice on here. And I'm so grateful that we have so many knowledgeable subscribers right here to the channel. You guys are incredible and I appreciate every single one of you. In fact, I value all of your opinions and votes so much that if the majority was no, then I don't think I would have got the OLED. So thanks again to all of you who regularly vote on these daily polls. The fourth reason is that I'm genuinely fascinated to see how the Steam Deck OLED compares to the ROG Ally in areas like tracking, PS5 remote play. So again, make sure that you subscribe so you don't miss out on any of this great upcoming content, including comparison videos and also tutorials that I've got planned. Reason 5 is that I want to sharpen my own skills and knowledge in terms of Steam OS and Linux. As I'm now fully embedded in Windows 11 with using the Ally solidly these past 6 months, I've kinda lost touch with all the amazing updates that Valve have rolled out. Just one example being, on my old Steam Deck I used a great plugin called Vibrant Deck that enhanced the display, and now believe that these controls are now a part of Steam OS. My memories of using Linux weren't particularly fond though, with that thing where the rear buttons switch when in the Steam ROM manager for some weird reason, so it will be interesting if the OLED can change my mind. At 6 is the fact that the Steam Deck OLED has had incredible reviews, so much so that I don't think I've read or watched even one that says it's not a significant upgrade over the old LCD model. I'm sure I'm just like so many of you, where part of the fun in buying a new handheld is getting lost in the many hours of reviews, so when YouTubers that we greatly respect and admire, like our heroes Dave2D and also Russ at Retro Game Corps, rave about how awesome the Steam Deck OLED is.
Regardless, when it comes down to it, I think the fact that I am going to be buying an additional OLED Steam Deck says a lot about how much I think this is greatly improved.
Then it means so much in our purchasing decision. The 7th reason is because I believe it will complement my awesome ROG Ally perfectly. Just two examples being that I can play those recent AAA games like Resident Evil 4 at high resolutions and frame rates on the Ally, and also playing Game Pass games natively, which is a massive shame that you can't do this on the Steam Deck OLED. And I'm really looking forward to on my new OLED to play older games, to enjoy that console-like Steam OS user experience, to actually use my SD card without it getting fried, and in particular emulation. So for reason 8, let's talk further about emulation. And one of the huge reasons I got the OLED is to see how nice that gorgeous OLED screen with its pure black capabilities really shine on all those retro games to relive our childhoods. With regular viewers to the channel knowing that Donkey Kong Country on the SNES is my very favourite retro game of all time. At 9 is the fantastic battery life, and Valve tell us that the OLED model can last up to 12 hours, which is insane. So the ability to play, for example, our favourite retro games for like 10 hours without needing to think about charging was definitely a huge factor in getting mine. Reason 10 is the price, in that I think that Valve have really nailed very competitive pricing for this, with the mid 512GB model at $479 and the top 1TB model coming in at just under $100 more. Both of these being way under the $699 price point of the Lenovo Legion Go, for example. And finally at 11, which was the deal breaker for me, is the brand new Chaki 4 Deck 1.5 update that adds HDR support. Using Chaki for PS5 Remote Play is one of my absolute favourite things to do on the Ally. So much so in fact that I made a recent vid showing how Chaki is an even better remote play experience than even the dedicated PlayStation Portal, which is crazy. So to have this new amazing HDR ability now added to Chaki 4 Deck for the Steam Deck OLED, especially when one of my most played games currently is Cyberpunk 2077, then wow, those neon soap streets at night are gonna look sweet. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. If you have the Steam Deck OLED, then do you think I'm going to find a lot to love with it? Or if you're thinking of getting the OLED, then what's holding you back from buying it perhaps? Let us know in the comments. And as a thank you for watching right to the end of the video, here's an awesome quote. Be patient during the rain and focus on the sunshine that follows. So many of us have or are going through some really tough situations, but remember that it's only temporary and things will get better. So stay encouraged today, guys. And check this video out if you want to know how Chaki really is so much better than the Portal in this vid right here. I appreciate every single one of you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.